Afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Kind of a wet Tuesday today, but I got a diesel motorhome value I hope will make up for it. This is a 2004 Coachmen Cross Country SE. It's the 372 DS. This is a double slide diesel pusher motorhome. It's only got 28,000 miles on it, guys. It's got a 300 horse ISB Cummins diesel in the back, Freightliner XC chassis. Really, I think it's a really nice motorhome for under 50 grand. I mean, you tell me what you think in the comments below. But looking around it, guys, may need to be washed, I guess, more than anything. But good looking motorhome. I've got the generator running. It's a 7500 Awning diesel generator. I've got the motorhome running. Refrigerator's getting cold. AC's work. I just cut them off because it's a little chilly today. But it's a decent motorhome for $49,900. I think it is. Got the hydraulic leveling jacks. Got the full body paint. Only thing, now I go ahead and warn you, one thing I got to do to it is I got to put carpet in it. It's on the list to get done. So definitely it's going to have new carpet in it, because after, you know, I know it's only got 28,000 miles, but after, you know, 18 years it needs to be changed. Got the air brakes, air suspension. Got a 5,000 pound tow capacity. Hitch on the back. You know, at 300 horse Cummins, guys, that ISB is one of the most dependable motors you can buy. I mean, those things, over 1 billion road miles have been put on ISB Cummins diesel. Same thing they put in the Ram pickup trucks. And it's got 6-speed Allison. And you can see the back looks great. I'm not going to try to squeeze through there. I tried that earlier. It wasn't pretty. So we'll go around the other side. 50 amp electrical service, of course. 10-gallon DSI gas electric water heater. And you can see, guys, I don't see any delamination on it. Windshields look good. Like it's power awning. I can squeeze through here. Like I said, guys, just a clean old motorhome and priced right. At least I think it is. I mean, not everybody wants to go out and spend 80 to 100 grand on a used diesel motorhome. It's a way to save some money and do the same thing a more expensive one will do for a lot less. You got full pass-through storage. I can't open them up right here, but you do have some full pass-through storage because it is a raised rail chassis. 372 DS. 38 foot long and like 2 inches or something like that. Step works. Like I said, the carpet's going to be replaced. Even though it doesn't really look that bad, it does have a couple of spots, and mostly from where it's been stored with the slide outs in for a while. I mean, you can see how good the carpet looks, but you can see some stains from where the slide outs been stored in, with the slide out in for a long time. It's put some stains on the carpet that's not going to come up. So definitely going to get carpets changed. You do have double sofas. Front cab. Oh, you do have 28,000. Lord, I ain't got my glasses on. 28,120 miles on the odometer. Pardon me 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Talk to these folks real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I had some customers wanted to come in and take a look at it real quick. So let's continue the tour. All right, guys. Inside this coach, as you can see, double sofas. Like I said, we are going to put new carpet in it. Don't worry about that. Now, both of these sofas are not sleeper sofas. This one is right here. Across from it, this one is just like a love seat style stationary sofa that Of course, one person could sleep on it, one short person. I do like the nice curtains behind on the window dressings. Those really look nice. Overhead cabinets, you got hardwood cabinetry. The upholstery looks great. Corian countertops look great. There's no crack spots that I can see. You notice that they still have the stovetop covers, and they still have the sink covers on. Table booth makes a bed, so this is technically a 6 sleeper, maybe 7 if you count that other extra sofa right there. Carpeted headliner looks good. Lights look good. Refrigerator, freezer, starting to get cold. Already getting cold in the back, and we'll leave that on for a little bit longer. And refrigerator looks good. Does have the slide out pantry. Double basin sink, all the goodies in here. Walk through bathroom with a glassed in shower. Looks good. Skylight looks good. A little piece of trim right there needs to be glued back in. No big deal. No water damage though. No soft spots, anything like that. The crown molding. I mean, just a lot of nice little touches, guys. This is really nice for what it is, and the price is what I'm getting at. Got elongated RV toilet. It's a porcelain one, or enamel, whatever you want to call it, china. Do have washer and dryer hookups. It hasn't had a washer and dryer in it, which is a sign this hasn't been a full-time use unit. Nothing wrong with a full-time use unit, but when you get one that's been lived in for a few years, it's got a lot more wear and tear than one that's just been used recreationally. Slide out here in the bedroom. You do have a large closet, overhead storage. You got your Queen Island bed, original bedspread, still looks good. Got all the original TVs are in here, so everything fits perfectly. This thing's got hydraulics, HWH hydraulic slides. They don't do that anymore, guys. Everything's dual electric. These are hydraulic, and these things are fast. Watch this. Son, that slide out will move right there. I hope nobody's leaning up against your camper when you put that out. You're gonna knock them off their feet. My gosh, electric slides don't do that. And of course, guys, on these hydraulic slide out systems, on these Coachmen diesels, you got to have your jack system on to operate your slide outs. But yeah, this is a nice unit, guys. For $49.9, I don't see how you could go wrong. And we're going to have new carpet installed in it, so no worries there. Generator runs, puts out like it's supposed to. I'm going to say the refrigerator and freezer works, but I'm going to leave it on for a little bit since it's plugged into shore power, and let it, well, it will be once I cut the generator off, and let that kind of do its thing. I don't think that'll be an issue. We do guarantee the following systems for that $49.9 price. We guarantee both slide outs to go in and out like they're supposed to. We guarantee refrigerator, freezer to get to operating temperature. We guarantee both roof ACs, got double 13,500 BTU ducted roof airs. Guarantee those to get cold and work. We do guarantee the steps to work, and of course for it to run and drive down the road like it's supposed to. All that for $49.9, and the generator, of course, we guarantee it to run and put out. And then we leave everything else to you, besides the new carpet, which we are going to do to it. This unit's $49.9, and we guarantee those systems to work at time of sale. Everything's sold as is, so please keep in mind, those of you who haven't watched my channel in a while, or first time watching one, period. You know, we sell these used RVs. We keep our prices down by only doing the major stuff if it needs to be done, which is those systems I just mentioned, the slide outs, the roof airs, the generator, steps and the running and driving. Everything else, the Mickey Mouse stuff, guys, we just leave that as is. If it works, it works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because I don't know what works and what doesn't besides what I've touched on it myself. And so I always tell people, I highly recommend before you buy this coach to come look at it, inspect it yourself, see what works, what doesn't. I'm the only dealer in the country that's going to say this right now, guys, especially a used dealer. Third-party inspectors are always welcome, and if you can't look at it yourself, I do recommend getting one to check it out. That way you know what you're getting into before you commit to it. Because it keep our prices down. Again, we only check the major stuff. We leave the little stuff to you. You know, anytime you buy a used RV or even a brand new one, you're going to work on it, guys. That's a fact of life. Just like it got dark last night. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, if you think you're going to buy any type of used RV and never have to lift a finger to work on it, then either you've got a lot of money or you've got an RV tech that works for you or somebody. Because guess what, guys? That's not how it works. You know, RVing is a lot of fun, but it can be a lot of work too. I mean, you got a lot more upkeep than you do like a car or a truck or an SUV. So keep that in mind, guys. I've owned a bunch of motorhomes in my life and travel trailers and more. I mean, first thing I do before I even think about buying one and taking it out first time, I get into it and start working on stuff and fixing stuff as I find issues. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's like a houseboat or anything else. You know, you're always going to have a list of minor things that you got to fix or get around to fixing, kind of like a honey-do list. And that's part of owning one. I think this one's in very good shape for the year and the price, but considering it's 18 years old. But, you know, I want you to be the judge of that. That's my opinion. My opinion may be different than yours. It may be different than the next person that looks at it. You know, I'd give this one 1 to 10. I'd give it a solid 9. You may give it a 5. The next person may give it a 12. I mean, it just, and nobody's right, nobody's wrong. But all I know, guy, I'm just telling you my experience from being in this industry and being an RV owner for over 25 years, that, you know, you always have to work on an RV at some point, shape, form, or fashion. And if you're not prepared to do that, or you can't do that, or you don't have the money to pay somebody to do that, RVing may not be the right hobby for you. So, you know, I always tell people in my videos, maybe not as much lately, but the knowledge to do basic repairs is pretty much a requirement for any experienced RV owner, because you can't always take it to an RV dealership and pay them $160 an hour labor rate to change out a light switch or fix a leaking faucet. Things like that, guys, you can do yourself in a few minutes and save a bunch of money and not have it sit in a dealer service department for weeks waiting on its place in line, because they're that far backed up. So like I said, carry tools with you, and you'll learn as you go along what you need to carry and things like that. So anyway, not trying to scare you off, because let me tell you something. RVing is one of those things that can be aggravating sometimes, but when you're at the perfect spot with your family and or friends or whoever you're with or yourself, it makes it all 100%, 120, 150% worth it to get to that point. And you will, everybody gets to that point, guys. So that's why I tell, come out, spend some time in this motorhome, get to know it a little bit. Do your own inspection or pay somebody to do it for you. You're going to be surprised how nice this unit is for $49.9, especially if you've been looking at other units that are out there for the same price. And keep in mind, guys, our prices don't have fees. There's no upsells. We don't charge dock fees and prep fees and processing fees and all this junk, guys. I mean, happy camper fees and franchise fees and more. Other dealers can charge you thousands of dollars in fees on top of the advertised price, and they'll have a good song and dance story while they charge it. But at the end of the day, guys, it's all profit. If they tell you otherwise, they're lying to you. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. Only thing we have to charge is applicable sales tax, like anything you buy. And then we do, and if you are a Georgia resident only, we do charge a $100 highway impact fee that we have to submit to the state on your behalf, which everybody in Georgia knows that, because, I mean, heck, if you bought a vehicle in the last 10 years in Georgia, you've had to pay that, as well as a $40 to $50 tag and title fee that we have to charge you as well, which again, doesn't go in our pocket, goes to the state on your behalf. If you got questions about that, give us a call at 706-965-7929. Yes, we may have some limited financing available with approved credit and down payment. I only have one bank that will go on what they call, quote unquote, an older RV. So keep in mind your rate and terms may be shorter, rate may be a little higher than if you bought one 4 or 5 years newer. But and just to combat that, I do highly recommend you check with your bank or credit union that you use for your banking and your loans to see what they can do. Just to have a basis of comparison, see which works better for you. We have nationwide delivery available, $1.50 a loaded mile one way, which with current diesel prices is very, very cheap. And we don't even charge for the return trip. And we do take trade-ins, and come out and look, guys. I've got a good selection of used Class A diesel motorhomes. I've actually got, I think, 1 or 2 others under 50 grand. So go to my website, see my current inventory, parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, RVs with Big Bo. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Comment, share on social media. This is I think this is a very nice motorhome. I'll get new carpet in it. It'll really look nice. But thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned. I'm probably going to do some more towables. I got some more motorhomes coming in. In fact, I got a couple here. They're just cleaning up. So, but come out and take a look, guys. You know, we're the only dealership around that's got 130 used RVs in stock. And out of those dealerships, out of all of them around here, we're the only one that lets you simply get out of your car and look without going through a sales office, without being escorted by a salesperson. I got the price on everything out here. You can come out and make yourselves at home. If you want to look at motor homes and pop over to fifth wheels or travel trailers or look at them all, you're more than welcome to. And at any time, guys, if you got a question, you can do one of two things while you're out here looking. You can either go in the showroom and ask for an available salesperson, or you just pick up your phone, call the main office at 706-965-7929. Tell you where you're at. Tell receptionist where you're at, and she will get somebody out there to you right away. At least once they're available. Keep in mind, guys, we do a ton of business. We only got 5 salespeople, so sometimes you'll have to wait. And people get mad about that, but guys, I've got no choice on that. I mean, people will wait an hour to eat at a restaurant, but they don't want to wait 10 minutes for an RV salesperson to get freed up with another customer. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you will have to sit and wait for a salesperson. Not often, but especially if it's Saturday or Friday or Monday, very possible you will have to wait. So just be patient with us, guys. We'll get to you as soon as we can. And you know, I get every once in a while I get somebody complain about having to wait for a salesperson because they were all tied up. Well, again, you'll go to Applebee's and wait an hour for a mediocre meal, or you know, and not complain, but but you won't wait you won't wait 10-15 minutes for one of the biggest financial purchases of most people's lives. So I can't understand the logic of that, but whatever. But thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for some more videos, and check out my website, link in the video description below. Thank y'all for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.